Alright guys, today I want to talk about how there's a lot of chaos going on in the Fortnite community. It's not just Epic, it's not just because how the game is playing. It is also the community, it's all three of these. So I want to start with actually the community. So once those Renegade Raider and the Air Troops came out, it just went downhill, went chaos. Now, I'm not saying just these skins because they're getting OG styles and all that. In my opinion, like I said, they should just give OG styles to everyone. Well, I mean styles for everyone instead of OGs, but the main point is this is where it started the chaos because they made a thing. These are not battle pass skins, so these were actually set to come back later. So they planned it because they were copying OG's basically season 0. There was no battle pass when the battle when OG came out, the mode. So now the problem about this though is because now they're bringing OG styles to that, they're opening a new kind of exclusives, and I don't mean like the exclusives we had, and we were actually all used to the old exclusive. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, some people still complain there was exclusive, but it wasn't that crazy. But now, once these skins came out, now that they develop a new kind of exclusive. Well, it didn't yet, but it's starting because the community keeps saying it. So now every skin that returns, I mean, every single skin returns, they want an OG style. So if you already bought it when it first came out, you automatically get an OG style, and the others don't. And that's a little ridiculous. And I don't mean, let's say if it was like a battle pass skin, and then they get an OG style because they had it before it came back. That's one thing. But I mean, for like any skin, let's just say, I gotta think. There's a lot. The Vortex one, it's like an astronaut skin. It came out a couple times, but it was an item shop skin. So basically, if it came out the first time, people were saying that one should have an OG style because they got it the first time it came out, and other people shouldn't get it because they're taking the OG style things too literally. Because the reason they did it was because they were like, for the season again, they brought the Renegade Raider back just because they were trying to repeat the battle pass for the new season, because they couldn't really remix the skin. Well, I mean, they did remix the skin, so it is kind of on Epic's part. They shouldn't have brought them back because they remixed them. I was gonna say basically they didn't remix them, but they did remix them, and then they brought the old ones back. So basically what they should have did to prevent this new like thing with everyone saying, oh, this needs OG style, this needs OG style, that needs OG style, they should have just not brought those back and just used the OG remix skins. And a lot of people, before they even brought the original Renegade back, they loved the Renegade Raider, the remix one. They loved the Skull Trooper, and they loved all the remakes. And they had, and nothing was going on. It was like, that was fine. There was no chaos. But then they released the Renegade Raider, and then that's where this whole thing started. If they just did the remix skins and didn't bring them back, it wouldn't be a giant argument of like old skins should come back, and not because now they're gonna keep saying old skins come back, but they've already updated the version. Epic already updated their guidelines on Battle Pass, saying the one when I was talking about Gwenpool, that Marvel season, that one, and moving forward, those skins will come back in 2 years. But like all the battle passes before that one, that Marvel one, like the ones with Black Knight, Doomslayer, all those are physically locked. Those won't come back. But I don't know what they're gonna really do now, because since they did that, I don't know if they're gonna keep doing that and just give OG styles. But then that's just developing a new gatekeep, and that's a worse gatekeep than the one we have where the skins, because for example, Black Knight, they don't need to release that. There was a thing on a survey, it was like a Black Knight with a stomach with a mouth. That would be a good remix skin for people that don't have Black Knight. And then just leave Black Knight, the original, locked, because the survey skin, it looks way better than the original, but because then you would have, if you release the normal Black Knight, then you're gonna have to make an OG style for it, and then that one's a little hard to do because I don't know how you would invert those colors really for a OG style because it's a Black Knight. Maybe like purple flames around it or something. I don't really know. But anyway, they shouldn't bring them back because they already said they're not going to bring the old ones back because of the new guidelines of the battle passes, because they said that Marvel Season 1 Grand Pool, that one, moving forward, 2 years, skins come back. All the other ones stay locked. So I would recommend staying with that. And then, because now, what they created, so Paragon, for example, should not come back. Yes, it gave OG styles to the originals, but if that comes back, then they're gonna complain more. Because that one was an accident. Because that one was removed in an hour. That one was an accident. But the Renegade Raider and all that was not an accident. They intentionally did that, and it was not a smart business move. Even, I mean, a lot of people did buy it, but not many people bought it. Because, again, no one really cares about it. They just cared about the rarity of it. That's why not many people bought it. Because now it's back, it's like, there's no point. I mean, like I told you, I like it because of the Save the World vibe. That's the reason I got it. But, in my opinion, you should have just not brought it back. That would have been... Because now, like I said, if they do plan moving forward where they would bring old skins back and then give OG styles, now everyone would be like, oh, the exclusives are gone. No, they're not. Now you're taking the exclusives where it was just a normal skin and moving it to another exclusive thing, which then be OG styles, and that's just going to create more complaints because you're basically not getting rid of exclusivity. You're just creating more. You're just making it now worse. I think the exclusivity we have now is fine because now they wouldn't have to make all these styles, and plus you already were giving us remix of the original skins like the Renegade Raider. We were fine. We didn't need the normal one. We had a remix of him. He looked exactly like the original, just with a different outfit. That's why I'm saying we didn't even need it. And that could have avoided so much arguments now. Because now people keep going back and forth. And then, for example, like, certain things like, let's say Halo, right? The Halo skin that came out. That one is not exclusive. You just had to play on an Xbox to get the style. And then Epic locked it, but then they unlocked it because their statement was it wasn't going to be exclusive. But the people started complaining because since Epic accidentally, I don't know why they thought of blocking it for it being that exclusive and you can't get it anymore, then they changed it back. Gave more fuel to the people, and they're like, oh, now you're giving that style back to the people? Now we should get an OG style. It's like, no. That one was never meant to be an OG style. They clearly stated it when it first came out. So, that's an issue now, but... And it also will not... Some people are saying it's going to help reduce account selling. It's not, because now these OG styles be coming. If they were coming, I don't know what there's... Again, it's really hard to say what Epic's going to do. It's just going to make more people sell accounts because now they're going to be like, oh, this one's OG because you're going to have an exclusive style. And it's like, but they won't. And then, again, the guy will get the money. And then the worst thing is both accounts would get banned. And the person that bought the account loses everything, and the person that sold it gets the money. So that's a problem. Honestly, they should just not do any more OG styles. Like I said, I know they said they're gonna give OG styles for Renegade Raider. I think they should just give it to everyone, and then after that, don't bring back, like, because they're not, don't bring in one of those old battle passes back, so this won't increase the exclusivity. Because right now we're gonna have, if they do it, we're gonna have a new thing in 2024 where exclusive skins will now come back, everyone gets them, but then there'll be an OG style, which then will make a problem because people will sell more accounts. And again, like this time, a lot of people, surprisingly, I don't see many people that bought it. Because again, they wanted it just for rare. Like, some people actually wanted the skin and they want to use it, which is fine. But some didn't, and they wanted it just to have it be rare. And then it didn't help Epic really with sales, because they still didn't get more money from it, because it just didn't sell, because no one wanted it. Because anyway, that's what I think because this is making the community just upset. I think they should just not do that again. Just don't bring the old skins back, like those. You can bring like the old skins back, like in the shop and all that. Not with no OG styles. Like, for example, like the Star Wars skins, those come back normally. Like, those skins come back normally. But promotion ones, some of them come back, and then if the company is okay with it, and then not. Because, for example, like Ash Williams didn't come back this Halloween because I don't think they did a thing with the company for Ash Williams to come back, so that's why he didn't come back. And they did all the collabs over there with Leatherface, Jigsaw, anything. So like, promotions are the hardest ones that they won't probably come back. Because for example, like the Galaxy skin and all those, no matter what, those can't come back. Which people try to get back and say, oh, just give it OG style. They're not going to bring it back because they have to go through, like, for example, the G-Force skin, the Flex one that they gave an extra style, OG style to, because they accidentally put in the store, and then they had to take it out and it never came back, was because it was a promotion for G-Force, and they weren't supposed to bring it back, so they didn't bring it back. And the only way to bring it back is they would have to talk to G-Force to do like another promotion, like put the skin back in, sell it with a graphics card, because that's what they did with the promotion. But they probably won't, because they're gonna move on to other skins. And like I said, these old Battle Pass skins, they're cool and all that, but these remake ones so far, like, if they keep doing good jobs, they're better than the original. And I mean, and for these Battle Passes, they're gonna be new survey skins, and they're more you gotta think about it. The old Battle Passes, they don't have all this animation stuff and all that we have now. We got animation stuff on our skins. We have wraps. Everything new now. It's much better, in my opinion. Now that we went through the community, so this community is right now literally falling apart. It's not even just the new players. The new players is with the give everything to us and all that, which is kind of bad. And then the ones that own everything are saying no and all that, so that's just leading to a big chaos. Because, and like, everything was fine. New players weren't asked in this, and the old players weren't asked in this. Everything was in chaos once the Renegade Raider came back. So overall, we did lose a few players playing this game because of this whole thing of the Renegade Raider coming back. But the game's not gonna die, it's just the community's getting a little more toxic, which is not good for this. So moving on to the game, though. There's not many... The issue of this game, though, I mean, they did a good job this season with the stuff and all that. The main issue of this season is definitely too many game modes. Because we have that new one that looks like Valorant and Counter-Strike. We have that new, like, job one that's like open world pretty much. We have Fredo, we have Battle Royale, we have the rocket mode that's basically dead, but we have Lego Festival. It's just too many. We don't need any more game modes. They're splitting the players too much, and sometimes you might have a longer queue time because you're splitting them all, and it's just ridiculous. And it needs. I don't think we need any more permanent game modes. Like when they did the LTMs, that was one thing because it disappeared after, and then the players kind of came back and wasn't split. But now it's so split because of how many game modes it is, and the queues are getting thing. The second main thing for the game function for this game that needs to be worked on is the creative maps. Because right now there's so many that are just like copy and paste random things that don't have to do with anything with the map, and those should be taken down. And then, so they should be moderated more. And then I understand that they're taking certain ones down if you're doing like a lot of XP glitches. That's fine because they boosted XP a lot, and I like how they did the new XP. So if people don't have time, they can level their battle pass back. But I think another game mechanic thing is we're supposed to have a thing in chapter 5 season 3. It was the umbrella. We got the umbrella. It was like that reboot design. We're supposed to get the pickaxe like last season, but it was bugged and it was saying you could get the glider, which you can't get the glider from the last season. I mean season 3. So I'll show you right here though. If we go to the gliders. It should be right here. This one was supposed to be chapter 5, season 3. So the last season, the season 4, and we were supposed to, the next season after this one, we were supposed to get the pickaxe and it never showed up. So I hope I won a few of the reload challenge, reload mode. That's where you're supposed to get that and get the pickaxe. But the umbrella you can't get more. The pickaxe, and then they made a back bling, but we never got the pickaxe, so they should fix that. But that's not a main issue. But I would like that fixed. But overall, the game's not bad. It's just the game modes are just too much. That's why they're splitting so many. Now let's move on to the final one that's causing us chaos. So I'm not just blaming the community, not blaming just the game or Epic. It's all three of them. So now moving on to Epic. They have sometimes they go back on the words that they should not go back on. When Halo came back and there was it's like a black style. It's supposed to be a color of the Xbox. So you could only get it on the Xbox series. If you play a match on there, you would get the skin. They made a post where it was not available for some reason when it came back, which their last post when it first came out was, if it comes back in the future, you could just play it on the Xbox and you would get the skin. But for some reason when it came back this time, last night, it was posted that it was locked and you couldn't earn it anymore. Then the community went crazy and then they unlocked it. I mean, that's on Epic's fault on that one, not the community, because they should have not locked that. That was a little extreme. Another thing they're doing is like I said, they gotta be careful of how they're doing these remix seasons now, because if that seasonal shop, I'm hoping it was just this season, because if they keep doing it, it might be a bad thing, because then, like I said, they're just gonna open the OG styles exclusives, and that's the one thing I don't want to see exclusives being OG style skins, because it's like pointless, because no one's gonna buy them, and it's just gonna make the community mad and all that. They are doing good with a lot of times I see now on like, so their social medias. There are some bugs that are having issues with this game, and they are responding, and they're taking the time to actually answer some of the community, which is good, but they should be a little more clear on the terms of with the battle pass when they posted it, about when I explained it twice about the Marvel season with the Gwenpool, and then they should explain more about maybe why they did the seasonal shop, if the seasonal shop is staying, or it was just because it was supposed to be like season 0 and then it's gonna leave the next season. And maybe they should talk about if they're gonna do the OG, what their OG style plan with the Renegade, if they're just gonna give it to the original people, or they're just gonna decide to give it to everyone. Let the OGs lose 2 of their skins. They have tons of exclusives, so they lose 2 of them, it's whatever. But they probably won't. But communicate with that, and then put their time. Epic needs to put their time more into the main game modes that people play. So, for example, Battle Royale, a lot of people play. I think Lego plays. A lot of people play Lego. So, Battle Royale, Lego, Creative, and Festival. Those 4 should be the ones they most focus on. And then the rest of the modes, make them limited time or take them away. Like the Rocket League. I get why they don't take the Rocket League one away. They should take it away because they don't work on it anymore. But the reason they don't take it away is because they're selling cars in the shop. So it's for the Rocket mode. So that's the reason it's still there. Even though not many people play the Rocket mode. Festival people still play. So that one should be worked on. Battle Royale people play. Zero Build and all those should be played. They need to do something about bots still. Because some games, not more when you're higher rank now, which is fine. But before, like I think they finally changed it, but it was like 90% of lobbies were bots for some reason. Even, I know it was supposed to be for just people that are low rank, but a lot of high rankers were getting 90% bots, and they weren't using bot accounts this time. They were actually playing solos, but it was weird. I think they did work on it and adjust that, but if not, they need to adjust that. But what I also want to, some of the things I want to add, they're just quick ones to add here. So right now, if you go in the log cabin, if you didn't claim a present yet, claim your presents, because these presents don't come back. None of the festival presents, the Christmas events, or normal events, like rank rewards, any of those rewards. Just to give you a heads up, rank rewards, these Christmas event ones, any ones that are like time limits, they do not come back. So make sure you claim your presents, because right now you could claim, there's a little present in the, if you didn't claim your present today, or if you want to claim it, there's a little present in the middle. Everyone knows if you open that little present in the middle of the room, not in the 2 piles, you get the Snoop Dogg skin. And just to put, if you want to complete the set, on the right side where Snoop Dogg and the other skin is sitting, all those boxes are basically Snoop Dogg's stuff. And on the left is all the other stuff, but right side, there's one thing that's not Snoop Dogg's, or 2, but the rest is pretty much Snoop Dogg's thing, like the back bling, the pickaxe. So you got those 2 things, and then the skins in the middle. But I wanted to talk about that. I think this one, if I remember right, this emote was in chapter 3, season something. I can't remember how long ago it was, but they were actually for this year, or this year 2024, or 2020, going into 2025, they announced Miku not before it was leaked this year that it's coming. She was coming eventually, because earlier, really earlier in this game, I don't know how many chapters ago or seasons, they did release this dance, and if you listen to it, and you see how they dance. That's that's if you really know what that song is, that is Miku's song, just with a different dance. Instead of using the lead, her whatever thing she holds usually, she's holding carrots, which is also she was in just one of the Just Dances when she sings one of her songs, and she was dancing with a coach, like the coach characters was a carrot. So that is Miku's song that it was playing. So they kind of teased it for a long time, but it's finally coming. So to be fair, the next festival pass, if you have the crew and you get all the battle passes, the Lego, the battle royale, the OG, the festival, you'll get her skin. Well, you get her pass for free, and she's probably gonna have an extra skin in the shop. Not fully sure, but it's usually what they do for festival. But overall, in my opinion, will I stop playing Fortnite even though that the community's having a lot of issues right now? So it's epic. There's a lot of arguments. No, I will still be playing. I'll still do the battle pass reviews. I'll still mess around in some of these matches and play and post Fortnite stuff. I'm just not gonna be really looking at the socials as much anymore, just because I'm kind of tired of seeing, oh, bring old skins back, give OG styles. It's kind of annoying, but overall, Fortnite is gonna stay, which I'm always glad for. But I'm just hoping the community calms down a little and Epic gets a little more communicating with us. They are communicating a lot with us, but if they could talk to us more on like social medias of what their plans are, like not like spoilers, like leak events and all that, but like right now they're talking when we have issues. They are saying they're looking into it. It's taking a while because when you develop a game, it is hard to fix all the bugs right away, but they are responding. But maybe like things that we know about, for example, if let's say once they reveal the next season and if we ask them something about it, but everything's already like shown, it was teased, then they would explain more to us, like talk to us, but not really like talk to us like about everything, just maybe what some of their plans could be, like without giving, like they'll tell us when there's an update day or something, or maintenance. It would be nice to see, actually, once we're halfway through the season, like not halfway through the season, but like at the end of the season where we don't usually get much content, that should be the health maintenance part. So when we have all the content, and it's not because they're slowing down or anything, it's just because they gave everything for us for this season, they're getting ready for the next season, have some people work on health for the game, so clear some bugs out and all that, and then we can go into next season with some less bugs, but we'll still have bugs. Overall, right now both sides are kind of going back and forth with each other. Hopefully eventually this dies down and we're back to not too much chaos with this thing with the exclusivity, because before it wasn't that bad. Yes, some people were saying things that shouldn't have exclusive, but after they started bringing back, it seems like the ones that didn't want exclusive are starting to go back to the saying we should have exclusive even if they don't own the skin, and same thing with the OGs. So there is a little combined there because they don't want another gatekeep thing, which would be OG styles be the new gatekeep, and no one wants that in a game. I mean, the normal skins being exclusive is one thing, but OG skin styles is another thing, and that's not a good thing for games, because we've seen some of those in our games. Let's say that they're just not that good. But overall, Hope you enjoy. Until next time, make sure to claim your winter rewards, and we'll see you. Peace out.